Good night, good night, good night, lovely people. You know, mother sing rally, rally, rally around the West Indies soon, but I won't. I will spare you guys the horror of hearing me sing. I won't be doing that tonight. But good night, lovely people. Good evening. We're gonna wait for some people jump on the live, and we're gonna talk some cricket tonight. It's going to be longer than usual because we have a lot to get through, and because the tour of India will be starting on Sunday, we definitely want to just chop it up from today because we're not gonna come back until Thursday again. Jesus, Michelle, good night. You reach early. I guess you have a lot to say because West Indies win. Anyway, we're joined again by Levon. Big up yourself, boss. So everything you good?
Yeah, man, levels, man. Oh, God.
All right, we're good, we're good. Very excited. Once you see we wear jersey, say all is well and good. West Indies, as the title says, thrilling victory over the number one ranked white ball T20 team in the world. And that's what West Indies gives us. I know a lot of people in the comment section last Thursday called the victory. Obviously, I didn't. But listen, I'm willing to take the L anytime West Indies win. So I don't really feel no way about that. All right. So big up yourself, Lloyd from Facebook. Like myself, we're gonna sing rally, but we're not bother. Because we know West Indies can take it from high to low real fast, but we're gonna get through some stuff tonight. So first of all, um, just to keep you guys posted, the West Indies women they lost today. So that series is leveled at 1-1. So
I think
one
it's
wash. No man, it's a 4-match
it's
series.
four.
Yeah, and I don't know why them do 4-match series. It makes no sense. So one got washed out, no result. We won one, thrilling super over, and then they won the one today. So obviously the last one is a decider. So we'll see how that goes. The under 19 final is coming up. Actually, the third place playoff is tomorrow between Australia and Afghanistan. If you didn't watch that Afghanistan game the other day, you missed a thriller. If you didn't watch the Australia game the other day, you missed a thriller too. And then we have the final that will be India versus England. We don't know if you have followed it. That's on Saturday, by the way. We don't know if you have followed it live on the under 19 World Cup. The last couple games, very exciting. We don't know if you have nothing to say about it or if you want to call a winner from right now.
Bro, I'm just disappointed with the Aziz, man. I tell you that I love this Teague guy, brother. Teague is like a batting manual. It's like a mixture of, what I'd say? He mix aggression with temperament, right? And he give you
Yeah,
that round job sort of vibes.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I
yeah.
like that Teague guy, but boy, it was so sad that he out for next to nothing in that semifinals. But big up to the Indian captain, man. Yashdol. He was brilliant in that final. And you have to
Yeah.
just take your hats off and give it to them, man. But otherwise, from that, boy, it's a tough one. I really like what England is doing, but if I'm going to be honest,
Yeah.
India for the money.
Yeah, boy. India's the team not even look like an under 19 team, brother. The man they batting look like them ready for play international cricket from right now. And in India it's like a religion. So the man they have it from them at 8, 9 years old. Yeah, man, they're a class above the rest. And yeah, I expect
One takeaway though,
Mhm. Big
we
up
see
Devin,
that
by the way. Thanks for joining us, boss. Big
you
up, big up.
mentioned the other night, and I just saved it for the show. Boy, if Afghanistan is doing so well at under 19, just imagine the next couple of years. West Indies is doomed and gloom, bro.
Brother, listen, like me say, I was watching the game from the start, and and a lot of it, you realize it at this age group, like a lot of these guys, they have the game comfortably, comfortably, and then after a while they lose one wicket, them start panic, and then a whole collapse start happen, and then they mess up the chase. The same thing happened with the Australia game, like they were on course to win the game easily, lose a wicket, and then them just start panic, and I guess they'll learn it as they grow up and things like that. But yeah, man, under 19, nice. We love what we're seeing coming through, and we expect a lot of stars coming through for the future. Devin,
Yo,
everything good with your boss?
yeah, and I track some bet, Usual.
We hear say you get some big money off of Nadal.
No big money, man.
All right, boss. So yeah, man. So like I say, we're here to chop up the whole West Indies win, obviously, and also the India tour going forward. So we have a longer stream than usual. So we're gonna just get right into it. I just wanted to keep you guys posted on the West Indies female team and obviously what's going on in the under 19 stuff. So what better way to start? I mean, we already went through the other games for West Indies, England, but what better way to start? I wasn't going to sing Rally for you, but guess what I'm gonna sing for tonight? They can't keep a good man down, always keep a smile when they walk. Listen to me, man. My captain, Michelle, all I know who hate the man, it was poetic justice for a Kieran Pollard side to dominate and win against the world's number one team. Big up yourself, Pollard, my skipper. All of who don't like him, all of who think him bossy, all of who thinks him too prideful, the man is the man going forward. So we're going to talk about it. Vindication for the captain to win this series. Yeah, that was the starting lineup to play the final game. It was very tense. We had the series locked going into the final game and the decider, and then the West Indies decided to put out this 11. So we had Pollard captaining with Puran as the vice captain, wicketkeeper, Fabian Allen, Cottrell, Holder, Hussein, Brandon King, Mears, Rovman Powell, Shepherd, and the much victimize Odi Smith, because like me say, for me that holds no water. Michelle is still saying Pollard out. Fine, you can say that if you want, but a lot of what them call him again? Troublemakers. And I go call him, never call him name the last time, but the people them a talk about you, Ryan Mason. And Mason and Guess, you come out and you say, oh, you're getting information from the Barbados people because you're Bayesian, and you get
Ryan
what's
or Andrew? Which one?
Hmm? Andrew
Ryan or
Mason, Andrew Mason,
Andrew.
and from Mason and Guess, yeah. Wait, Mr. Ryan?
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Andrew Mason and Mason and Guess. Both him I get voice message from people from the camp because say it's a Bayesian thing and them not really like the Trini posse. But it's fine. Like I say, Odin Smith has come out and said nothing. So until he come and say something, Pollard go and do the thing. Big up yourself, Christoph. Pollard is no man. One good performance not going to help him. Pollard out. The man of victimized Pollard. Miguel is saying right now, I don't think Powell live up to him full potential. Man have enough talent but inconsistent. But yeah, guys. So we get into the game. That was the starting lineup. Smith came back, and for me, before we get into breaking down the whole thing, for me, the whole atmosphere, like at the final game, it feel like it was a World Cup final, and obviously it was dominated by a lot of English fans in Barbados. Probably like 80% were were England fans, but it just created a whole spectacle with that final game, and I just enjoyed every second of it. The fans just make it seemed like a long time we not play cricket in the Caribbean in front of fans. So I was really excited for that, and it felt so right. So obviously we're now gonna go through ball by ball what happened. So I'm just going to ask you guys, like, what are your takeaways from that game? So I'm gonna start with Devin from the final game. What are your takeaways? Like where you get like the victory and just some takeaways from it.
Well, first thing, cause I didn't want it to go and post in the group, so I try and find you to see if you made a post for the lineup, cause I was doing other things.
Yeah.
So once you tagged me to it, and I saw that Bravo was out, I said, all right, good. That was the first thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because right through it, him not really serving the purpose. I said Bravo was out. That's a good start for him in the squad. And then Smith was back in, you know. So I said, all right, this is the best lineup I see based on what we have. So I love the starting team. And then, the talk by Pollard and Simmons after the whole argument about victimization was some of the times they have the extra bowler and they don't even get to bowl because of the circumstances within the match. Get what I'm saying? So I said sometimes the need for Smith may not be in there because you have Smith, Shepherd, and even all as the like a
Yeah,
bowling,
yeah.
so to speak. So they were saying they did they had left out Smith in the best interest of the team and what the team need was, but like there is no justification for Bravo playing. So for me, just looking at it without a ball being bowled, and I saw you tag me to it, I said yes, I love that. I love that 11.
So the Bravo drop was it for you?
Oh yes. And then in the game now, or what's our guy name again? Steven. Always been saying that Pollard was critical of Pollard captain in comparison to what he has seen before from Pollard. So in terms of captaincy, Steven was like, he has seen Pollard consistently being at a 9 out of 10, so to speak, for captaincy. But in the recent times, he has like fallen to like a 7.
Mm-hmm.
But like, we're still like sometimes. One thing I was critical of him, like bringing back Sheldon Cottrell later on. I said if you're gonna bowl Cottrell for like, just bowl him up front. But what I like in that with that team with so many so-called all-rounders, I like the fact that he just changed the bowlers around D, man. I want to give him credit for that. He didn't he bowled this one out and then he started with Hussein, and then at the beginning it was Cottrell and all that. He just moved. I don't think one bowler bowl like 2 overs consistent. He just moved, continue. I like when captains do that for this format of the game. When he moved the bowlers around, he tried to do something with the field placement. I could see him trying, and he really put that effort out. That's probably used to seeing on a consistent basis, depending on which game he's playing, if it's the first of a 3 series. So we want to see that more consistent, him trying to be more proactive as a captain. And that was my takeaway. Put aside the great bowling effort by everybody. So that was just my takeaway. Just Pollard being the captain that we used to seeing from before.
Yeah.
That was just my takeaway. Because I know you're gonna talk about
you can't keep a good man down, brother.
Yeah. I mean, irrespective of the victimization and whatever the matter, but I saw that from him in the game. Team selection, which he's a part of. Yeah. And just the way he rallied the troop. So that was my big takeaway. The individual performances.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that when we do the player.
You can get to that later. But that was just my takeaway.
No worry yourself. Let me just get through some of these comments. So Albert Williams is saying they got me excited. They got me excited watching when they lost by 1 run. Didn't watch this last match, but beating the number 1 team is big. It's massive, Albert. Miguel is also saying he never watch it. Matter of fact, I don't watch a single game in the series because I never expect them to turn up. Hashtag sad but true. Listen, if you're a fan, you go through all the pains with the team. Michelle is also saying fans in the stadium. You see how it helps? And Fufu Jamaica didn't allow fans for the reggae. Don't get me started. Listen, me not gonna mention the reggae boys thing, so we lose last night, but I'm just like I'm numb to that now. Cricket time will win. Let's move on. Lloyd is saying from Bravo don't play, the team have a great chance. And we're going to get to Bravo.
Yep.
But my team couldn't really have the Bravo bad right now, but we're gonna get to him. Levan, tell me your takeaway from the game. Obviously we batted first in that game, so yeah.
First up, I didn't see Bravo in the starting 11. I was happy. Alright, move on past that. I like the way that they came out attacking the England bowlers, right? But what I never like was that they say from over 7 to 13. Boy, I was there and I was like, Brandon King, you're at, bro. You're there and you're on like 20 out of like around 15 or thereabouts deliveries. Why not just go after it? Since as you know that there's batsman in the shed because West Indies does have a long batting lineup. So why not just keep on going? And I never really see the sense of Shepherd coming up so early either. Since as Ravman Paul is a good nick. You could have just sent in Ravman right there, so I never really see the necessity of that promotion.
All right. So hold on, let me help you out. You see we as fans, you see hindsight, it make you look like we're a genius. Because when the man we were on the charge, and obviously Shepherd has seen the ball well from before, and they were hiding Ravman from Adil. Because remember Adil Rashid they got coming at the attack right after the power play. And una make it look like say Powell just made 100 and he's coming straight off 100. The man get out for 5 in the last game, Don't forget that.
But look at it now, Remember that it would be Moeen Ali that was bowling at that point in time, and then I believe it was a pacer from the other end that would have given Paul around two overs thereabouts to
Working
continue
himself.
to get himself in, right? So
Mm.
by the time that Adil would come into the attack, you know that he would have seen the ball by now. So unlike the previous game where he came in when Adil was
Yeah.
already on point, this would
Yeah.
have been different. So
Yeah.
I would have
Here.
probably sent him in there, and then Puran just give me this consistent, inconsistent vibes, man. This match, the man strike the ball proper. Next match,
Yeah.
but other than that, I'm not going to get into to the players because as I said, we're going to get that down the line. But
Yeah, man, I get that.
overall, bowling performance was good. I like the captaincy in this game per se, and I said it, man. I expected that 3-2 victory. I expected the victory on Saturday, but wasn't to be because Older throw away the game on Saturday. But this time around, he was a man. Big up the West
Exactly.
Indies, man.
Exactly. So yeah, like I said, we're getting another player rating soon because like, we have enough to get through in terms of the tour to India. So we're gonna talk about the game while going through the player ratings, so it make it easier. Michelle is saying my brother was worried about the score West Indies made, but I said to him, runs on the board is runs on the board. Never underestimate the power of runs on the board. That is true, especially in a deciding game like this. I thought we were short as well, probably about 20-25 runs. At the start, I thought we were going to get that. But yeah, man, the bowlers really came to the party. Christoph is saying Demo is defending Pollard and CWI again. Levan, don't let him shoot down your point. Boss, Levan can defend himself. Like everybody here, and not just me alone. Devin big up Pollard a while ago. Levan just say him rate the captaincy. And by the way, Kish for you, good night as well. So it's not me alone. Stop be, stop.
Come on, Chris. If we're being honest, bro, he's the best captain that we currently have in the Caribbean.
No,
That's what you want to go around it. He is.
No, but he might talk about this victimization thing. Oh no, we don't know what's you know. Odi Smith no come out and say nothing. Like we just a work off of rumors from Mason and friends. And we can't if when something come out for beat the man with, so these things were true, then we'll beat the man. But for now, just make the man live, brother. The man just won us another series against top opposition. All right, so for me,
beat the man for allegations. Really.
exactly. All right, so for me, a couple of the takeaways, and we're gonna get to it, like I say. A couple of the takeaways for me was it's not a Pollard thing. You don't know what it means a Pollard fan, but Pollard's bowling throughout the series it's really stood out to me. The man was very impressive when he take the ball. I mean, probably more so than his batting. Like England, they find it so hard to get him away a couple times, and I think him get Moeen Ali a couple times in the series as well. Another thing was Kyle Mayers batting at the top of the order. Only here, so no, on Sports Frenzy, I have been longing for Kyle Mayers to get a chance to open the batting. And he got a couple games, and he looked very good at the top of the order. And that was a standout for me as well. Obviously, Rovman Powell coming of age in that series. That's obviously the glaring one. And Jason Holder's bowling. You know, so he's not a big fan of him bowling the new ball and stuff and bowling in the depth. But with a man who got man of the series, he's 15 wickets, that was also a standout. All right. So yeah, so we're gonna just bring up a couple of the stats for Holder during that game. Oh, so during this game, we had this big partnership with the man who you can't keep down, obviously. You know, them say him can't, but somebody say he needed to make a score, but there was a brilliant partnership, the highest 5th wicket partnership for West Indies at home, 74 from 36 ball between himself and Rovman Powell. That was a key component in our victory, and that partnership was excellent for me.
Bro, you know what impressed me in this partnership?
Yeah.
Although Roughman got to hit those ball from Jordan. Bro, those were literally Yorkers in a foul.
Exactly.
Because of Low, he got, man, those were like rockets off his bat, and he earned his name, man. Rocketman Roughman.
Yeah, man, that partnership was excellent. The JSO Holder stats, I think they have a few players who has done similar stuff to this. So mega ask producer for just bring up that for sure the people before we get into the player rating. So there you go. Best T20 international bowling figures for the West Indies. Some of you might remember Kieran Pollard. He got 5 for 15. I can't see the thing there, Levon.
The year
Is that May 2018?
it just says 2018.
Yeah, so 5 for 15, and then Darren Sammy. Jeez, who remember him? Darren Sammy 5 for 26 in 2010. And then the man who people love to hate, O'Shane Thomas, 5 for 28. Well, you're not gonna believe that, don't it? Yeah, man, 5 for 28 for the Jamaican, and also Jason Holder made that list as well. 5 for 27 just the other night. Michelle say a rough man carry Pollard. That is not true. That is definitely not true. But we'll get there. Christoph is saying I can never like Pollard, but in truth, he's the best captain for the T20 team, so I can't fight him. But he shouldn't be in the ODI team, not one bit. Oh boy. I mean, that's your opinion. That's fine. That's fine, my friend. Just remember that Pollard made 41 from 25 balls just a while ago. But anyway, we're going to go straight into the player ratings and we'll talk about the game. While we're doing that. So guys, you're not gonna help me out here. So the first one we're going to start with is with Brandon King. Obviously, he was the opener. I think that these guys are Brandon King and Shea Hope are basically battle for your opening position for when Evan Lewis come back. That's just my thing to see how it go. But for me, Kyle Myers come and take away the two of them spot. But we're gonna go with Brandon King. He played all 5 games. He had a top score of 52 and his strike rate was 103. So for me, that is way too low. The man will get 31 from 34 balls and if him the 40 from 42 ball and them kind of something. No T20 opener for me if you score at that rate. If you face so much delivery. So Brandon King for me, top score 52. I mean, he gave us some solid starts. I could probably go 6.5. That's a my score for King. 6.5. Devin, Brandon King.
Well, yeah, I support you in terms of the strike rate. So I'm gonna give him a 7. And the reason is in one of those games, it was like there was no need. That game where he made a half century, there was no need for him to be going guns blazing. Right? So cause so that even though the other games when he was supposed to didn't show that he could do so at a quick rate. So that's the only draw. That strike rate when other team when I don't think that was his role to like butt right through it. I don't know if that is his role. I doubt it. But even if that's his role, and like you said, that awareness of the situation in the game when he's supposed to go after it, just go after it and out. So I'll give him a 7.
All right, so 7 for Devin, 6 for me. In this final game, he had 34 from 31 balls, 2 4s, 2 6s, striking at 109. I mean, I guess Kyle Mears was going all guns blazing, so maybe him there play a role, But Levon, where I give Brandon?
All right, I'm going to go with a 5. Reason being, remember that I'm a big fan of this guy. I'm the one that said that I want him to be in the T20 team.
Yeah.
However, here what's the thing with it? You just pointed out his strike rate, and even in the 4th game, I believe it was when we were chasing the 193, he made like what 26 of 27. That was below 100 for strike rate, and you're chasing a big total.
Yeah.
That's unacceptable, bro. And personally, I expected more of him. Is that a case that he's not somebody I expect anything from, so I would give them a higher ratings? But this is someone that I expected more of. So because of expectation, I'm going to grade him with a 5. I expected more output from him because first game, as Devin said, never needed to go guns blazing. 103, you can just simply just knock it around and get the bad ball, put it away. But it's when situation, on this show, we love to talk about situational awareness.
Yep.
In situation awareness, he lacks that, and I have an issue with that, man. So I'm going to give him a 5.
All right, 5 for you. As we welcome Steve in the chat, let me just read out a couple of the grades from other people. Christoph is him say C minus first, so me da wonder which grade him a deal with. So it was a 5. Michelle is saying King off form, not flowing, so I give him a 5. Aldan, big up yourself in the comments. Listen, and for me, the thing is, I think he would suit our ODI team opening well. Like, I just think him will fit in there so perfect, you know. Miguel is giving him a 4. And like I said, with a top score of 52 and a strike rate of 103 in a T20, yeah, I'm not really too but me give him a 6. Steven, you come just in time. Remember, say you can't keep a good man down. I'm give you some lighter for the boss, you know. Can't keep him down. Can't keep him down. What you say now? How you feeling about the game? We're just getting to the match ratings. So we can just do the game at the same time. So we're at Brandon King, so you come just at the right time.
Yeah, man, the game, you're talking the last game, the decider, right?
Yeah, man, the decider.
Yeah, man, I saw West Indies with a plan and they wanted to win. They had a plan. So, you know, sometimes they try one plan and it doesn't work. They almost have a set plan B, and that plan was to get them to try and hit to the shorter side of the ground.
Yeah.
So they were bowling outside of the off stump and telling them to fetch it. Obviously.
Yep.
All right. And they did that very well and they set the fields. Pollard, big up yourself. Yes, you can't keep a good man down. Right? He actually set the field for that kind of line.
Yeah.
You know? So it was a very, very good performance. And I hear a lot of people saying Jason Oler's 4 wickets are overrated. Remember,
no, we're gonna get to him. No, do it.
No, man, I was just bringing it in the context that the field setting and the line that he bowled.
Mm-hmm.
Because Sam Billings was on top form coming from the Big Bash. Scored 100 for Sydney Thunder. It's not another joke, batsman. Yeah,
that's true.
Jordan in the last couple games really smashed the ball. So he was in batting form in the recent context. So for him to come back from that no ball and the skipper backed him and set the field was very, very good. For Brandon King,
yeah,
I am going to give him a 5. He gets set and then he plays something that's not natural to him.
Yep.
So I think the last game he got out trying to swing the ball over from the offside to the leg side. That man can hit the ball over the offside for 6 in his sleep. Why not stick to your strengths? You know?
Exactly.
So I think Brandon needs to stick to his strengths, and I'm sure he'll make a lot more runs. That breakout season for Guyana and the CPL showed us that if he sticks to his strength, get to the pitch of the ball, he should be fine. Stop trying to be a Rovman and a Evan Lewis. That's not your game. Your game is timing the ball.
Facts.
So I'll give him a 5.
Wow. So David Noah, you give him the most with 7.
Yeah,
so,
I'm generally more favorable when the team wins.
Yeah, that's fair. But I see Miguel in the comments. I say me generous, but you give man say, but it's alright. People just add for me. It's fine. So we're gonna go to the next man. Obviously he shared in the opening role with Mears. He played 3 games. This is Shea Hope. 3 matches, top score of 20, and a strike rate of 65. 6-5. 3 games. 20 runs as his top scorer at a strike rate of 6. Levan, we are gonna stop grade people now, but we are gonna give
I'll give him a grade of the amount of matches that he played. So I'm going to give him a 3.
3.
Reason, I think personally, bro, I expected more of this man based on what I saw for Barbados, Tridents, and all that over the years. But I think Shea Hope need to just say, you know what? I'm a ODI cricketer, so I'm just going to stick to ODI totally because he's very impressive in ODI. Test, awful. T20, poor. So personally, 3. Can't give him no more than that. If I'm going to give him anything else, it must be a 2.5.
Yeah, in those games, he was a wicket keeper as well.
I don't like him as a wicket keeper, so
but think of me alone, brother. Honestly, poor and need to just keep the goals. Stephen, where I get to the great man. Chill.
I'll give him a 4, 3.54. It's not, I know that he's going to start slow. It's the way he got out. I think he was batting with, I think, Rovman when Rovman made 100. And the man trying to sweep a ball, the ball not there, him dragging. Then when your body weight is not behind the ball, it's going to spoon up in the air. He's trying to drag up, and that's not Shea Hope. I mean, so his situational awareness, as you guys have been saying, was absolutely horrible. So and that's not what we come to expect from him. So 4.
4 and live on game 3. Devin, where I get Shea Hope?
4.
4. And Michelle is saying they can't kick King 5 and give up 4 Stephen. I agree with her. It's too close. Let me get through. They were saying Owen is saying he was poor. I give him a 1. Christoph is giving him a -1. Michelle say Hope is hopeless. 2. Miguel want me to leave it alone. Shy Hope deserves a -0. Owen again 4 for Hope and 5 for King. No, bro.
That's not a number. -0 is a number.
Met me read out the comments, brother.
Video.
Come on, Steve, you need to revisit back your pick. I can't give King 5 and give Hope 4.
All right. Well, it's based on expectation. All right, I give him a 3.
Yeah. All right. Good. All right. So we'll go down now and we'll see. Kyle Mears, he came in for 2 games after Shea got dropped. He played 2 games, top score of 40, average 36, a strike rate of 169. He looked very comfortable at the top of the order for me. Some, typical flamboyant West Indies shot, 1 foot up in the air and all of these things. He looks like a classic opener at the top of the order. Very comfortable and play very positively. Kyle Mears, Devin, we'll start with you.
I'll give him a 8.
8, especially
Yeah, and then it's like I just feel as if I know it's a shorter form and he's going for it, but I would just like he was set and the pitch wasn't any of them pitch for it to have no big devils. So, he was taking a little turn a little bit, but then he could have carried on in one of those to give us a bigger score. As for the 2 games, his aggregate score is 7-1. I just wanted him to at least carry on in one of those games, just get a bigger score. So I'll give him an 8. But I like him at the top of the innings, and you've been calling for him for a long time, so yeah, that's it.
Yeah, man. That's a good score. And I realized like this at the time when he came in, what was the series score? Them dropped Shea after the 3rd one. Mm-hmm. So we were leading 2-1, or they were leading 2-1. Because the series was so nobody win 2 straight, One win. It was tipsy-topsy, you know what I mean? And he came in at a tough time and stuff, and he just looked seamless. Stephen, where you get to Kyle Mears?
I'm gonna give him a 9. I hear about Devin, with traditional cricket fans who want to see the opener carry through and all of that. But if I know I have 4 and coming at 3 who seems to be in recently good nick, Powell just make 100.
Yep.
Odi Smith can liquid the ball. Your job as an opener, if you're not Evan Lewis is a different class. You can't compare. General that. Your ball is your aim is to come and put the bowlers under pressure. And he did that very well. He threw them on. No matter where they bowled. Mm-hmm. So 9 for him, he did his job well. It's just that I'm fretting if they open with spin. But otherwise, if Brandon King don't watch him back, when Lewis come back, Mears is the man.
Yeah, I just told him that it was Shy Hope and King about for the opening spot with Evan when him come back, but Mears a sneaky, you know what I mean? Levon, where I get to the boss, I thought that he, like where Stephen just say, I thought he capitalized on the power play well. What say you?
All right, I would honestly give him a 10, but I'm going to
10?
-2. Hold on, the boss.
Oh.
I'm going to -2 because of how he got out in those 2 games. Because those 2 deliveries that he got out to, those should have been pummeled. Because even that last game, right? Mm-hmm. They noticed that it was a lollipop and Adi just swung his bat as he was doing before. That would have just cleared the boundary easily. But it was basically like a baseball shot he was playing. And he got out to a good catch, but that would have easily gone. But, I'm giving that high grade. Boss, I said it was hop and that 1 foot. That shot is so pretty, man. I love this
one. Classic.
Bro, I don't know, bro. I'm a right-hander. But just a left-hander do it, bro.
Yeah.
The thing just look way prettier, man. And I love to see it, man. So, big up Mears. And right now, Mears has overtaken Brandon King, Shy Hope, and all those guys. Mears opening slot.
Well, 2 games. I mean, he made 31 from 19 in that last game, and he and King put us right in the driver's seat early up in that power play. All right.
So if anybody missed it, I give him an 8.
Oh yeah, 8. So people in the comments, Owen was saying he was impressed with Mears. Christoph, give the man a 10. That for me is a bit of a stretch. You have to do something really, really extreme to get a 10. Owen gave him a 8. Miguel is saying Mears play a good ball, so may I give him 8.5. Michelle grading very hard, 7 for Mears. Christoph is saying his job is to give us good starts, and he did that in both games exactly. Levan a madman in a clean clothes. Oh, that's probably when you said 10, but you never hear the rest of the thing. All right. We're going to the vice captain. The man who is said to be the next, catalyst for West Indies T20 cricket. Well, the West Indies cricket in general, leading us forward. Nicholas Pooran. He played all 5 games. His top score was 70, average of 41, but a strike rate of 122. He was our leading run scorer as well. A lot of people don't realize that. I guess because of how he was batting, it never looked like he might make enough runs. With a strike rate of 122, I guess we expect a lot better from Nicholas Pooran, but a high score of 70. So we're going to start with Levan this time. We get to Pooran.
I'm going to give him a 6. You know why? I keep on saying this. When I have expectation of a person and they fail to deliver upon
Wait, it's a 6?
Yeah.
Wow. All right, guys.
There's a lot of reason behind it now. First up, the way he got out to spin right out throughout the series, I have an issue with that. This is the man who generally dominates spin, and he got out to spin in at least 3 or 4 of the games. And it's about the way that he got out in. And the final game, bro, that ball that he got out to Rashid, that should have been plunked way over square leg or wherever I wanted to put it. He shouldn't have gotten out right there. So it's based on how he got out in this series, and it's just my expectation of the guy because I rate Pooran highly. I rate this guy from I don't quite remember if you guys remember this game for I think it was Melbourne Stars that he and Maxwell were batting, and from ball 1 he just beat it right through it. It's from that time I have this high rating for this guy, so I really want to see this guy flourish. And as I said at the top, when he gave me that 70, man, I was so impressed. I saw a good ball striking, but after that, I ain't seen that, man. So 6 for me.
Wow, I think that's very harsh. But like me telling you the other day, Pooran can't feel for me. You need to stay with the gloves. Like the man can't feel. Stephen. Oh wait, Owen is saying up and down. Some games didn't do as well as he should have, but overall it was decent. 7 for me. That's fair. Stephen. Oh, big up Chris the sports guy. Thanks for joining us. He gives him a 7. Stephen, where I get to Pooran?
I'm going to give him an 8. I know Levan is higher than him because of expectation.
Yeah, boy.
But Pollard highlighted something and he said over 6 to 10, that is our problem. And on the pitch, because they didn't play on the same strip throughout, couple of the games, the pitch was slowing down in the middle overs and they were bowling very well. When Pooran came in after the Mayor's explosion, he was batting between overs 6 to 10. So if he can give me an average of 40 at a strike rate of 122 and leave the back end for Powell and Fabian and so on, I think that's very good. Yes, I know Pooran can beat the ball, but look at the context. Was facing Adil Rashid, who's on top of his game, right? And we were going very slow, but he held it together that Pollard and Pooran and what's his name? Pollard would come and take it to the end. So of course, I have expectations of the player, but the situation, he played it very well. Even when Rovman was going, he played very well. So I give him an 8.
That's fair. Miguel gave him a 6.5, and because I'm drunk, Pooran should have performed better based on how him bossing at the thing. I mean, remember Pooran at under 19 level, smashing it in all parts, I guess. Michelle is giving him a 7, and she give Mayers a 7. Well, I don't know. Devin.
I'll give him an 8.
I
was thinking of a 9, but then when he put on the gloves, I gotta combine the keeping and the batting. And him drop a catch off for my boy Odi Smith.
Boy.
Even though they say it was a poor delivery.
A victimization.
Business. Yeah, and drop it easy catch off for the man. So, anyways, he had a good series. And once you have a good series and you win, I'm more favorable with the grades. Yeah, so I'll give him an 8.
All right, Fear. I'm gonna do Levon already. So Bravo name is on the list, as in I wrote him down, but I think it's very unfair for us to grade Darren Bravo. He played in all the games, but he only batted twice. And
no, he played in 4 games.
4?
Yeah, he never played in the last game. Remember we were saying
4 games, and he only batted twice. And for me, he was floating, and he didn't really get no chance for bat, like when he get a chance, but probably once. So for me, I have a not available. But if we no one grade Darren Bravo, but no one go in and.
I want to second the wording before we move on. Steven, I heard what you said about Puran and his average of 14, but let's minus that 70 that he made in one game, and let's put the average into perspective. Across the next 4 games, his average is 16 in the boss. 16, 18 thereabouts. So,
yeah, not out, Levon. Yeah, not out in one of the games. Did he have any not out?
No.
Yeah, in the first game.
Oh, that's an average of 40, because yeah. Okay.
So why you want to take out the 70? I don't understand.
No, I'm just saying that it remember in a demo. You see, one big score can boost up your
yeah, but that's the point. If you take off everybody big
game, but then I get what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that across the rest of games, he wasn't as consistent as he was in that game. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, but you can do that for every other batsman, then they mag average less.
But
if you take out Rahman, go on, Stephen.
Just to counter it quickly, I think one game he made at 20 or 27 or 20 something. That 20 odd, I think, was very vital to hold off Adel Rashid. Because we all know the Yamlikas can't play spin very well. Probably Odin has a little bit of ability, but can't play spin. So if you're gonna give me 27 from 20 balls, and then try to go and give the big hitters a chance, I don't see anything wrong with that. He does his job in the context of the game and the context of the team.
Yeah, man. Live on hard pamper and yeah, but so we're gonna do Bravo not available.
Brother, jump over Bravo.
Yeah, we can't meeting.
Game one, man. No business.
Should not be in the team. Should not be in the team.
Just still score him.
No, but how you gonna score him, Devin? That like me that look how.
If it was somebody else, I think you would have. I may be wrong. This is just an allegation. I think you would have still scored them. I don't know why.
No, boss. And a soft spot, the man literally only batted twice. Right? He batted twice. No, boss. The man literally not get no chance to bat, and not bat at his position either. Like he was floating because of the situation of the game. Like them now gonna send Bravo when everybody a lick with the ball. Like them have to send the big hitters, so him kept going down the order. So for me, he's not available. If you want to give him one, that's fine. You can go.
Yeah, we'll score.
All right, so Levon, where you give Bravo?
Anything on a negative.
Steve, where you give Bravo? Where did this pass?
When he got the chance to bat, I don't know. One, I don't know. It's a floater, as you said. I don't think it's fair for us to grade him.
You can't grade him. And Devin give him a 1.
Why you read Christoph comment?
All right. True, Devin. He has a soft spot for Trinis. Boss, no go so.
Yeah, them on speed dial, man. Yeah, number on speed dial.
Owen, you score Myers after 2 games still. Yeah, because he had a chance to bat in his position. And Owen say he was floating because he was terrible. No, that's not true, bro. He was floating because of the situation of the game and wanted hard-hitting batsmen to come up ahead of him. Bravo build the innings and then him do him a do. We never have time for that. But it's fine. If you don't want to do that, to do that. It's fine.
Bravo need in a T20 team, bro. If you have man like Brandon King and Nicholas Purr a battery, you don't need a Bravo.
Yeah. All right. Miguel said Bravo need to go plan, Khan. That is very harsh. But anyway, we're gonna go to the Jamaican himself. I showed you guys, that he came up here in the States and doing thing, and it's no coincidence that he's hitting the ball through all parts after coming in contact with US cricket leagues over here. You know what I mean? So Rovman Powell, 3 matches, highest score of 107 and a strike rate of 193. For me, easy 10. Nothing more, nothing less. Stephen, when I think we're supposed to take long on this.
I'm gonna give him a 9.5. He came out and he said that he had weakness against wrist spin. Adel Rashid said, "Oh yeah," and he just bowled the ball right at that spot of uncertainty, and he got bowled through the gate, just like I was thinking, boy, the same old. But that's the only little blip. When he came in with Pollard, he played some fantastic shot. I think what him do is kind of like him sweep the pace, like sweep him or whip him.
We didn't know where that's
like, that's ridiculous. When Chris Jordan got hit for 69, all him had saying,
of course.
He must say, oh, the man played that shot there.
Man, it's not once the man do it, you know. It's around 2 to 3 times.
You see here we're not talking, give the man 9.5. Devin, make me hear you.
No, man, you're not supposed to get bowled through the gate by Rashid after them big talk. Sorry. 9.5.
Fine. Devin, come make me hear you.
I compare this to like, it just remind me of when I watch a slam dunk contest and they ask everybody and then put up the number.
Yeah.
And like a man have a bad dunk, so him get a 7 and then he come back and get a 10 and me win it. So I give him a 10. Because through he was a 10. I give him a 10.
Well done.
So that would have been like him bad dunk when him get a 7.
No, boss.
Come back again and sure say him can win it with a 10. So him do go 10. 10 may I give him.
Well said. Live on. You know saying again 10.
No man, me and Stephen are rocking at the same boat, man. It's a 9.5, man. That blip there. Because the man come out and saying counter that wrist spin then about someone roll him through the gate and then guess what? If he had done what he had supposed to do, who knows, West Indies might have won that game and series over because I wanted the series to be over from that day. So Ravman 9.5.
All right, fair. I'm going to the comments because them people seem like them fear that know. Owen 10 straight away.
Yes, sir.
Chris the sports guy, Rovman Powell gets a 10. Christoph says 10. I wonder where him get that shot from.
9.3.
Miguel said 9.3. And read that already, Levon. And Miguel says on the better lowest in this business alone. Levon, I win the match I play because a big manager they are.
Yeah, man, the same thing what I talk about backstage game.
What that?
The football game, man.
Yeah, we get there. And Michelle obviously is not going to listen, just to the facts they make you eat your words, you should have given him a 10. But it's fine. We understand. We get a 9 and it's cool. All right. Right after that, man, you know who it is. The skipper, the man who had all the adversities to face, all the questions coming into this about victimization, the man whose captaincy went up to 100 in this final game when it matters most, the man who played all 5 games. He averaged 69, a top score of 41 from 25 balls at a strike rate of 141.
How much did he average?
He averaged 69.
And total score.
Total score 69 and the strike rate of 141. Kieran Pollard, obviously, he also took 4 wickets at an economy of 7. Let me repeat, 4 wickets at an average of 7. And I said to you guys that this man, his bowling was excellent throughout this whole series. And he allowed England to be pegged back a lot of times in a lot of those games. So if we had done that for anybody else, if we never say Kieran Pollard and we just call out them stats there, we would have hear 10, 9, 10, 9. So now that we hear Kieran Pollard, I guess we will not give. Devin, we'll start with you.
8. I give my 8. And I give my 8.
Please put the man captaincy as well.
Yeah, so me combine it because like that last game that it was crucial. When Levon had mentioned earlier before Stephen come on, in the middle overs, the 7 to whatever or 13 overs, it's like we drop down. We didn't keep going, and then the man Ravman come in and deal and seal it. And then his bowling was very good. His bowling was good. Like some of the times when England run away with it, come in and bowl, kept them at bay.
Yep.
And as for the captaincy, I was impressed in the last game with it. like I said it before, Stephen, come on, like there was a Stephen, saying there was a plan, and I say I like the way he rotate the bowlers, because with Bravo out and you have more bowlers, he didn't let one bowler stick, he just moved them around, change them around, trying to do something, trying to like not let a batsman get settled. So I that captaincy in the last game is what we used to in when he was in the region. I would see him as a captain. So I'll give him a 8 overall. Could have done a little better with the bat if you want to find a fault. Yeah.
All right, fair. And people now remember said the man did have victimization chance in the law. It's fine. I don't know, put them things in a context. Steven, make we hear where I forget to the big man.
So I am fair. I always beat this man for setting 4. It off late. Because to me, he's the best captain that we have, although I beat him sometimes.
Easily.
Right.
So he did well, not only in the last game, but as you said, every time it looked like we're under a surge, he came in the middle overs and he just slowed it right down. Even if he's not getting wickets, he's going to force a mistake. So his bowling was good, his batting was subpar, but I'll give him a 7.
Wow.
It wasn't bad at all. But for the batting, I have to expect a little more. So I'll give him a 7.
Wow. All right, live on.
I think I'm inclined to work with Stephen. I'm going to give him a 7 because as we spoke about it, I believe it was last week Thursday, about that second game. I'm still beating him for it because in that first game you ball and have good length. You come the second game and you start to pitch the ball up right in the sweet spot, and guess what? England won that game, so I'm still beating him for that one. But otherwise than that, his bowling was very good in the series, man. Consistently just conceding like around 30 runs thereabouts. You have to give him that, and guess what? He took wickets at a vital time. It was always some crucial wickets that he got. And you know what I liked about it, his captaincy? Moeen Ali is like the backbone of his team. Playing, and he had a set plan for Moeen Ali. Pitch it up outside the half stump. He's going to get caught behind the wicket either at third man, at extra cover, or point. So I like that about him. It's just in the fourth game, got to get away from it. But that, I'll give him a solid 7.
All right. I feel you guys are very harsh, but when we jump into the comment section, Christoph says 7.5, only because his bowling was excellent. Can't beat him too much. Miguel says 8 for bowling, 9 for captaincy. I'm not touch the next part, so the average is 6. Owen says bowl well, batting meh. Captaincy above average. I think he made several field placing mistakes, but managed to win the series despite everything. I give him an 8. But I'm not gonna read no more Michelle comments after this. Pollard 6.5. Marks taken off because captaincy in some games not good and batting needs improvement. Bowling carried him. Like 6.5? That's a joke. I mean, I think that's just hatred, but it's fine. Miguel says still not give him 10 because a demo boy. Listen, you can't keep a good man down. I'm sorry I never have the clip for play it for no, but it's fine. We're gonna move on because we still have a ways to go. Jason Holder played 5 games, have highest score of 36, took 15 wickets, player of the series at an economy of 7 point something. Jason Holder, the Bayesian, so he's not a Trini. I'm so not gonna say man of the series, starting with Devin this time.
Yeah, so with the batting, all right. You only 5 games, but you only
think he batted twice.
And 36 in 1. So basically I would just say you only failed once with the batting. So that wasn't bad. His strike rate was 123. And it was in that game where, like everybody was unable to get away the ball. He proved that to get away the ball. Right? The bowling was excellent. So I'm going to round him off up to a 9 because he's in the team as one of the leading all-rounder. So even though he didn't get much with the bat.
We say his bowling was excellent?
Yes, man.
Yo, this man get like 6 for 4 6, isn't it?
Man bowling excellent, man.
Oh, all right. Continue.
From my perspective, excellent because him get the wickets. T20, in my opinion, T20 for the most part is a swiping game. So what was his economy rate?
His economy was 7 point something throughout the series.
So Demo.
I'm just saying, please remember, that in
so
the
you
game.
go have a game where every bowler go after that game, every bowler that game.
Isn't that
So
one of the games that we lost, Stephen?
Yes. So
the man get leaked for
if your bowler give you
4-6.
right through, every bowler give you an economy rate of over a 7.5. 7.5, 20 by 7.5. How much that? 2 times 7.5 are 150. 150 score. That's an easy score to win in T20. Right?
All right then. So you give him a 9.
Not even, man.
Wow. And you give Pollard how much again?
8.
Okay, all right. Levon, where I get to Jace Holder, player of the series.
Here's the thing though, Demas. Even though he got beaten in that game that got smacked for 4 successive sixes, he still ended up with 3 wickets, you know. So he ended up with figures of 3 for 44 in that game. So personally for me, man of this series, and I am going to give him a 9. Deserve a 9.
9.
I mean,
I'm going to give him a 9 because, as Devin pointed out, you know, I never really expected much of this now that with the bat because of the team is long when it comes down to batting. So I don't really see him batting up the other. Personally, for me, Jason Holder should bat at number 9. Push Shepherd and Smith and all those guys before Holder. But yeah, he made a 36. But in bowling, he was good at the top. That is what I like. He kept it tight at the top, and he also got wickets at the top as well, and even at the back end. Remember that in some of the games that we won, even the games that we didn't win, he was the opening bowler in some of those, and he kept it tight. In the last game, yes, he got smacked in the first over, but he came back well in the head. But I saw that he has been good throughout the series, man. So I'm going to give him a 9.
All right, 9. Stephen, welcome to you. And remember, obviously, he got 5 for 27 from his 2.5 overs in the last game. Bowled that deciding over that he got the 4 for, and obviously robbed Achilles scene of the man of the match. But we'll get there. But yeah, Stephen, where I give to the player of the series, Jason.
I'm gonna give him a 9. Everything has to be in context. As Levon said that game and he was smacked. His bowling average was very mean up to that stage, you know. Remember, the pitch was getting easier to bat on. The reason why we didn't win that game is because we didn't approach the chase properly. It wasn't any pitcher, it has had assistance. He took some wickets up front, and having an economy of 10 or 10 thereabout when everybody is going berserk, that's not the worst thing in the world. And every other time he bowled, he was superb. When he was called on to bat, he did fairly okay. So I'll give him an 9. And what I like about Jason, he has this thing where he likes to bowl his hard length no matter what. But he's thinking the cricket. He's bowling wide the Yorkers, he's bowling into the pitch, he's bowling, he's thinking the cricket. 9 for him. Well done.
All right, 9s around the board from the panelists. Jumping out the comment section. Michelle, it's not a Trini, so she's saying hold a 9, give him back the captaincy, please. Owen was saying Jason was good, 10. Christoph 9.5, leaving wicket take of the series. Chris Lynch, big up yourself. Thanks for popping up, my brother. To be man of the series and didn't bat most times, tell you about the work he did with the ball. That is very true. And Owen is coming back and saying 1 poor innings where him get slapped for 28, but overall took wickets at every stage of the game. I'll take off 0.5 and give him a 10. So either give him a 10.5 or 4. That's not possible. But we work with that. Yeah, we have some spammers in the comment section, but it means we are doing something good. All right, so Miguel gives him a 10, and him say every bowler have to get beaten in a T20. Well, I didn't see Pollard getting beaten, but it's okay. All right, we're going to Romaria Shepherd. He played all 5 games as well. He made 44 not out as his top score. He took 6. At a strike rate of 161, by the way. He took 6 wickets, but at an economy of 12 and over. And trust me, I think he's more in the team to bowl, and you can't go at 12s, brother. I'm sorry. Levon, let's start with you this time. Where I go to Romaria Shepherd.
All right. This man is 27 years old, so I'm not going to consider him a youngster. He should learn the cricket and learn the cricket quickly. 12 in a T20 game, bro, that's unacceptable. And the thing is that this guy has it in his repertoire to do the right things, as proven in that same game that he got beat by
Wait, not a game, you know, the series.
I know, man. But I'm just pointing out that he has it within his repertoire to produce the goods, as he proved in the game with Phil Salt that he could have bowled a Yorker. So I don't know why he kept on going for those wide balls and hard then that he know that he doesn't really bowl well, right? And remember I said it to you, that one thing you can expect from Shepherd. First delivery, smack for 6. That's that is trend in the series, right? So personally for me, bro, I think this is a guy that should work on his bowling. I heard that he's trying to play for an IPL contract, and he said that he's going to enter the draft. So let's see if one of the team will be sorry and give him one. But they're not going to select him based on bowling, so it must be for the batting. So I'm going to give him a 4.
4?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hold on a sec. Let me see. 5. His batting made up for it. So that is bowling.
Yeah, 5 is so more reasonable. Devin, welcome to you now. Shepherd.
So 5 game, he batted 3 times, gets 61 runs, right? So I don't know if there's a not out in all of that. So
man, 44 not out.
Oh, so that means I'm average more than it. I-20 is probably 30s then. All right, so yeah, he tried with the bat. He showed that he can hit the ball in the bat. And if it wasn't for some dumbness in one of the games, I probably would have won where I refused. Anyways, that's another issue. But for his bowling, that's what you call awful bowl. That's what you criticize Mr. Trinidad and Demo. Criticize like a older with a 7.5 when a man is over 10. You get what I'm saying? That them they criticize, and it's like for 10 runs. No, that means when I look at it, that's all I look. It may be. I just look at it from a simple logics perspective. If all of your bowlers them give you over 10, you have problem winning that much. All your bowlers them give you over 7, 7.5, that's 150. That much you can win that much. You have more than so that's awful. With that being said, I give him a 5.
All right, 5 and 5. And Stephen, where I get to Shepherd.
I give him a 5 as well. He's very predictable. So if I was batting, I know I'm going to stand up outside the off stump. He's gonna come round the wicket and try to bowl a wide Yorker. Is gonna miss it, and I'm gonna hit him for 6. That replay over and over.
So basically, in batting, make him get up to a 5.
So he's batting, yeah. He's not, as Levon said, he needs to think the cricket. Think the cricket, man. Yeah, bowl into the pitch. Look at what Odi is doing. Look at what Jason is doing. You know? Yeah. It's not every time you get the ball, I'm going to bowl wide Yorkers. Those are hard to bowl. And you're not a DJ Bravo.
or a Malinga.
Or a Malinga, you're going to miss, and I'm going to hit you for 6.
Yeah,
so,
fair.
But he wasn't thinking the cricket as far as bowling was concerned, but he made up for it.
All right, fair. Owen is saying he never to expect much from Shepherd, but was dismal with the ball, 6.5. So the man did dismal and he gave him 6.5. That not really add up. Christoph is saying his bowling was a bit off, 5.5. That's his pump up a bit by his batting. Miguel, why them people are so generous? 5 or so too much. And well, don't worry, Michelle always comes to save the day. She shall Shepherd 4. I just can't overlook that awful bowling. Too many bad decisions, and that is very spot on. All right, so we're gonna get to the man who was victimized. For me, he didn't really show much in this series until the last game. He played 3 games. Obviously, I think he batted twice. Scored 7 runs. He took 1 wicket. He basically bowled 5 overs, so he wasn't really utilized that much. Yeah, and in the last game, his first 3 overs, it was good. I think he had a drop catch from Holder and Puran, and then he never reviewed one where did edge. So he bowled well up until the 3rd over, and then after that, he get some slaps. But yeah, Odi Smith, for me again, may I give him a not available because bowling 5 overs and batting 7 runs once, I can't grade him. But Uno say he was victimized, so let's see how you grade him. We're starting with you, Stephen, this time.
All right, so I'm not putting the victimized thing. I'm looking about the cricket.
All right,
with the context of what he had to do, the 7 runs he had to go. I think the run rate is something like 14 or something. Like he had to go. Right? So I can't really kill him. The bowling was bowling with good gas. It was roughing them up. So with the context of what he had to do, and I heard Pollard big him up in the interviews as well. In the dressing room, I don't know if that is good PR. Not sure. But he bowled well, and I'm gonna give him a 7.
7?
Relatively inexperienced. With the context of what he had to do. He got what?
7.
Yeah, what he got? 1 or 2 for 41 or something like that, and it's the last over spoil it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he had a much drop chances. I say you can't take the data raw like that. You have to watch the game.
Wow. Devin.
Yeah. All right, so I give him the halfway mark. I give him a 5 based on what he was. Because you're saying not much there to do, but batted only once, get 7, he had to go. But for the bowling, then that penalty met over. I think he bowled the second to last over, right?
No, man.
Sheldon.
He bowled 17th, I believe it was.
17th.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 17th. He did well in that over to come back down there, and I hear the captain set him up by putting him on there. No, the captain said, "Oh, you're a bowler." People I try to use that victimization. You're a bowler, you're a bowl. So I can call on you to bowl whenever I think you can deliver. You can't judge me as victimization. And he did well. You know what I mean? And for that over round two, even though Demo during the game, you some bad ball in some 6 ball, which Demo throwing some of them balls I got the 6 still. But
it's T20.
He end up said him I catch the man and drop off 5. We don't care. We are talking about what was there. They drop the catch. About 3 catch him drop from him on or 2. We might have exactly 3. But no poor and drop 1 and someone drop 1.
Holder drop 1. And they never review one with it actually edge.
Chance for sure can unlike with Bravo, I know you like to make a comparison. You do this for this and you don't do this. With Bravo now, I don't think they have confidence in him to show what he can do. With Odi, they victimize.
All right.
Can do.
All right. Big up Shem Jack. It's very late, but big up yourself. We're going to live on now for Odin.
All right, I'm a fan of this guy, but why? I know that Devin and Steven has been quite generous in it, bro. But I can't give him over 5. It has to be about 4 there, bro. So reason being, go back to Devin point. As a bowler, anytime that a captain call you up, you're supposed to be able to do the job. He was bowling good length right through the first 3 overs. But this is where I'm going to put some of the blame on the captain himself now. When a man was bowling that good, just bowl him out. He was roughing up the English batsmen, so just simply just bowl him out right there and then, right? Where I'm going to also sympathize with Odin was that in the game that he played that he bowled 1 over, this man bowled 1 over for 4 runs. Shepherd was beaten right through the entirety of the series, got to bowl like 2, 3, 4 overs. So I can't give the captain a pass on that, but Odin overall, I'm going to give him a 4. Played 2 games 2 games he basically played because it's only 2 games that he bowled in. So I'm going to give him a 4.
Yeah, fair. In the comment section now, so we're gonna see with him get to Odin. So them say it was safe face for Pollard. Good PRA Steven. I'll put him in front to hold the trophy. Listen, guys, stop it. Stop reading into those things. The man won a trophy and he went to hold the trophy. You don't need to stop. All right. Christoph gave him 7.5. Smith 6.5. He did well despite the captain's attempts. This is what I talk about. Like, we don't need to stop this now, man. It'll get ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. All right, so we'll go. Like I said, this stream is longer than usual because we'll do this and go straight into the in-depth thing. So we have 3 players left. Fabian Allen, awesome to see him back. Superman. He played 4 games. He took 3 wickets at an economy of 5, and his highest score was 12 runs. I think he just came out to lick some ball and get out. It's basically like a comeback series for Allen. For me, just glad to see him back. So just give me a score for Fabian. We could try rush through this. Levon.
Unfair to judge him. Only one I can judge him off is the beat that he took in one game where he went for like 50. That I can't judge him, so I won't grade him.
No grade. Devin.
Like I said, too much running, but I'll give him a 5.
5, yeah, that's unfair. Steven, where you get to Fabian?
And give him a 6 in a comeback series. Let's say 3 wickets at an average of 5. Economy of 5.
8. Economy of 8.5.
8.5. Yeah, I'll give him a 6. Yeah, it's been out of it for a while. Yeah,
I think in that last game he was cramping the runs and something. May I get a feedback? Yeah, he bowled well in that middle part there. So, and listen, I know say ball go for 6, but he made one of those Superman attempts to take a catch. That's why I have to love them, man, the brother. That man is just different. I mean, he never catch it, but we all saw what he does. Akil Hussein, and I forgot to mention this. For me, this youth just gets better and better. And it come to a stage now where we just expect the man to perform. And that is just showing how good he has become. Like, you just expect Akil Hussein is going to be one of your top performers now. Like, the man is just, big thing. So, he played all 5 games. Obviously, that top score of 44 not out, which almost got us over the line. But his main thing is bowling, and he got 8 wickets at an economy of 7.05. And for me, he was supposed to be the man of the match in the last game that we won, but we won't get into that tonight. So we'll start with Steven this time. Akil Hussein.
Yeah, 10, man. 10.
10. Straight
10.
Up.
Yeah, man. As I told Levon, and he was saying, yeah, man is a stop bowler. And like him, I don't even want to put him in a Nikita Miller kind of thing.
Yeah.
No,
but
bro.
when Phil Salt came for that ball, the ball turned big. He might turn on a pool, him turn a ballerina.
Ball
turned, yeah, man, turned big. So this man is a general. When he's on the field, he commands. When Pollard don't set the field and say, yo, look, I want a man there, so I want a man there, so. And him serious. Him command the respect of his players, and he's very in your face, and and plus now, if we can give him an 11 out of 10, I would give him the personality, and then the batting. When he was called upon to bat him, lick the ball.
Yeah.
So if I could give him an 11, I'd give him, man, 10. Top bowler right now. Top, man.
Yeah, great stuff. I agree. 10 for Akil all day. Devin, where I get to Akil?
I'm muted, Devin.
Sorry. Well, Ola get the wickets, but I think Hussein was like the best. What did I give to Ola? Did I give Ola 10?
No.
9.
Well, I give him a 9. 9 as well, as he did well. And he played 1 innings too. He just 1 innings to the bat, and he make a 40 yard. And then
almost a match winning one.
Almost a match. So I'm gonna give him a 9.
All right, he should have gotten a 10, but it's fine. Levon, where I give?
Can't get him on a 10, bro. If I get him on 10, that means he would have been the player of the series, and all I get that. So for me, there are 3 players out there for West Indies: Ravman Powell, Jason Holder, Akil Hussein. Those were the 3 top men. And if I'm going to give Ravman a 9.5 based on the games that he played, I gave Holder a 9. Then I have to give Akil probably a 8.9999. Just a 0.1% under Holder because Holder got the man of the series.
Illicate, boss.
But brilliant, man. And the celebration is it, man.
Yeah, man. All of the eaters, him story the pots. Victimization.
What Steven said, though, I have to give him props to that, because this is that guy who will just normally float the ball up there, and he thinks situational wise. And Devin pointed out on one of the podcasts that he was kind of bowling the ball a bit slow, and he got smacked on every occasion by Tom Banton. And he decided that, I'm going to pitch the ball faster. And when he did that, he got Banton afterwards. So,
straight.
Good cricketer.
Yeah, man. So we could just see. Oh, some people give Allen a 5. Best fielder, decent with the ball when given a chance. All right, and then we get to Akil. Michelle is saying 9.5. First pick for me presently. Owain, he was good. 9. Surprised with the bat for that 44. Christoph is saying 10.5. Miguel said 12. Hussein get 12. Levon just give him a 9 today, no? Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why you can't get 3 people the same score. But I just want you guys to think about the draft. Remember who had Akil Hussein in the team in that T20 draft that we did, right? When I need to go back and watch the draft. I remember so to make shakes win that draft when I had Akil Hussein and everybody are coming. What kind of West Indian and you have in your team? Blah blah blah. I tell it, I can spot these things. It's a cricket mind I have. All right. So the last person who I played cricket with in high school, I thought that he's very underrated in this series. I thought he has come back really well, especially in that penultimate over that he bowled in the last game for us. I thought if he went for any extra runs in that would have probably lose the game. But Sheldon Cottrell, 5 games, 4 wickets at an economy of 7.55 as well. Let's go. I hope the man get the respect him deserve. 5 games at an economy of 7.5, 4 wickets, and a lot of them were at the top of the innings. Stephen Hulk.
Yeah, man, Hulk, I get like a 7. Was very good at the top. And even when they were going after him, he was thinking the cricket. I like cricketers that think. And that penultimate over in the decider, man, it was very good, brilliant.
Yep.
Yeah. And again, people keep saying like, we won the game already. Sam Billings was batting and Chris Jordan. So to restrict them, I don't remember if it was 8 or 9. Well done.
Excellent.
7 for me. 7 for me.
Mm-hmm.
Short pick.
Yeah, man. Levon, where I get to all.
Alright. As Steven said, man, I love players that think the game. I love players that are aware of the situation that they're in. And boy, you see that penultimate over, tops, man. It was a very good over from him. Yes, he got a wide, and after that, he decided that he's going to bowl good. So I have to give him a good 8 for that, man. He was good right throughout. But, I don't appreciate you coming here and tell people about it. They have Akil Hussein and now point out, you have Tim and Mills who got beaten all season.
No. We not talk about. We were talking about Akil Hussein. And Mills now go bowl like that ever again in his career. It's fine. David, the way I get to Soji.
And I like the way, I don't know if they're trying him as a death bowler, but I always feel like he's better up top. But I'm sure that he could come back as a batsman. But this England team is still tough. That's still real good team. Make no mistake about this England. Not they're number 1 for a reason. So I'll give him a.
All right. Fair. All right, guys. So with that, completed the player ratings for the West Indies team. We're now going to Drakes and them man who play one game and all of them stuff. So people in the comment section, just bear with for another probably about 15 minutes. Because we're going to go to the India tour that we have coming up on Sunday. It actually starts on Sunday. So continue to like, continue to share it, continue to subscribe to the thing. Continue to make Sports Frenzy great again. And guys, continue to stick with us on the panel. No bother fall asleep or wait. All right. So the India tour starts, right? And before Levon, take off that the first second. we have some things to talk about. So it starts on Sunday. We have 3 ODIs, we have 3 T20s. And the thing is, the ODI thing, this is the ODI jersey, by the way. And I need to go out and I need to get to New Jersey to support the guys over in India. And for me, I think we might be in for a big surprise because these guys are going to want to play for an IPL contract with the IPL coming up very soon. So don't be surprised if we go there and we slap India. Don't be surprised. But I'll call it because we're going to do the predictions at the end. But don't be surprised, right? And our ODI cricket was like probably last year. It was one of our more consistent formats in terms of, we beat Sri Lanka 3-0. It was a very close series against Australia that we lost 2-1. And then, we were kind of consistent, and then obviously Ireland happened. So so a lot of scars are there after the Ireland series. So going into India, it's looking like it's going to be a tough task for us. But one key thing to note, it's going to be the battle of the Mumbai boys, because Rohit Sharma is now the captain for India in white ball cricket, because Kohli obviously is not there, and it's going to be Sharma versus Kohli. Hear me, it's going to be Sharma versus Pollard. So you know that is the Mumbai boys. So to start this, we're gonna get into the ODI team first, Levan. So we want to just bring up the selection for the ODI team. And yeah, so here we have it. These West Indies guys and selectors never cease to amaze me. All right. So I'm gonna call out the squad guys, and then I'm gonna just ask you like what the issue you wanna have. So we have Pollard Allen, Fabian Allen, in the ODI team. We have Nkuma Banner, Darren Bravo, Shamar Brooks, Jace Holder, Shea Hope, Akil Hussein, obviously, Azari Joseph, Brandon King, Nicholas Puran, Kemar Roach, Smith, Shepherd, and Hayden Walsh Jr. Straight away, I'm just going to say my surprise. So Kemar Roach in the ODI team, and then have Brooks, Bravo, and Banner in the same team. We're going to look for Bat Puran. We've been batting Puran at number 3 in the last Ireland. I don't know if that's what they're going to do again, but all right, you can take it off now, Levan. I will just chop it up a bit. So for me, Roach, no Cottrell, but Roach. And yeah, talk to me, Stephen. What are the issues where you have with the ODI team?
Sorry, Brandon was in that squad?
Yeah, man, Brandon King is there.
Okay.
Yeah, he was, right? Yeah, you're mute.
Oh, yeah. As a stick up in, wasn't it this the same thing that we discussed last week, man?
Yeah, Brandon is
man, Brandon is there.
Brandon is there?
Yeah,
okay.
Man, Brandon is there.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's the same thing I'm gonna say, Dima. I don't know why you're gonna have Banner, Rooks, Bravo in the same squad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why? Hayden Walsh Jr. for me deserves a rest. Alright. Is Fabian there? Fabian is there. So probably if they have Hayden Walsh Jr. as a specialist fielder to come in as a substitute and do very well, fine. But I think he deserves a rest. He's been stoning people's back for a while now. As I said, they could have gone for a more dynamic player. Kyle Mayers is there, right?
Is there?
In the ODI.
No.
Is there?
No.
Yeah, man.
Mad.
We could have dropped whether Bonner, well, we can't drop Brooks. Brooks was playing very well. One of Bonner or Bravo could go and bring in Mayers. Remember, we're going to be in India now. We're going to need some people to hit away the ball at the back, Remember, India is not in any great confidence, South Africa deal with them case, They're in a leadership transition, moving up, bowling well. Mohamed Shami not bowling well. We need somebody to take advantage of that. To me, this looks like a semi-test team.
Yeah, like that's why I'm saying they have, unless obviously they're not gonna play in the same team. Banner, Brooks, Bravo, like all guys who who stand up and bat, face a lot of deliveries, but like who are gonna come for up the tempo, and obviously if Brandon King open, say him one of them guys who strike at 100 or probably less than 100 batting, right? So
Shea Hope even worse.
I was just about to say this man pointing out Banner, Brooks, Bravo, and not talking about King and Hope. Bro, that's a part that is awful.
Yeah, so that's why I want for help me. I know we mentioned the team obviously in the last show, but just for chop it up a bit, like give me like your top 6 in this with the team selected right now.
What's man?
Yeah, like tell me your batting order. Like I say, I saw Puran batting a 3 in the Ireland series. I don't know if that's what they're doing, and obviously he's somebody who will get the run rate going. But give me Levan, what do you think would be your top 6 here?
All right, so looking at the current squad as it's constructed. All right, obviously King and Opa go. So that's out the equation. 3, I don't want to
No Puran?
I like the left-hander right there, but I just don't want Puran up there.
Mm.
So since as they have brought in Banner, I'd probably just say, all right, Banner, go on at number 3.
Banner 3?
Yeah. Otherwise, I told you the other day that Brooks would have been my pick for number 3 because he has batted there before. So I would have promoted Brooks up and drop Puran down further. That's what I would have done. But bro, this is so hard to pick right now. This is a headache. Because the problem with it is that you have too much of the same play, and I don't want to have that in the team, bro.
Exactly. So Lynch try help you. Lynch say King and Hope, Brooks 3, Bravo 4, Puran 5. So him look like him drop Banner. So no Banner now go play. And I think they brought Banner in the team obviously because we were losing a lot of wickets in other Ireland series. We lose wickets and people of the lower middle order have to come and save it. Owen is saying King Hope, Puran at 3, Brooks 4, Bravo 5, Pollard 6. That looking like it for real. I think they must think. They would have tried Puran at 3. So if them not gonna use him. But we will see. Devin, you have anything to say in terms of the batting order? What do you think gonna happen?
All right, I agree with based on what we have there, but overall the squad. Remember, we'll talk about it. I said the guy from Guyana, his name Godakesh.
Yeah, Moti, he's not there yet.
Could have been near the expense of 81 June, and I don't see the rationale of not putting Mayers in this team. And then, if you're gonna bring Rastan Chase, you bring Rastan Chase with the T20 and not the ODI.
Yeah, we're gonna get to it. That
can't make the same that. So I don't understand.
Yeah, but the
batting squad selection, but the batting thing, I would know. Yeah, if you're bringing Banner, you're bringing Banner, right? And Brooks is there too.
Yeah, Banner, Brooks, and
all right.
Bravo.
So one of those will have to go at 3 because I think it's King and Hope. So I would want to try. I don't want to put. I think one time I was saying Puran for 3, but I wouldn't want to put Puran in there at 3. So after that, now it will be Puran and to split up the whole right-handers coming down. So yeah, basically I agree with what I said about the 6th there. And then it goes back to another sore issue which we are divided on. That fat shot boy name hit my need.
Just like I say it, you know. Team of missive man.
I was on the wagon with I said with Steve. I was on the wagon with Steve about we as a team we don't have that all that great quality and whatever. We can't be so strict with the fitness. But come on, man. The man, I don't even think the man reached 25 yet.
Joke, bro.
I'm dropping Teddy Bishop. No worries. Teddy Bishop in for it, man.
I think him done Pakistan or one of them league they play cricket now to some T20, some PSL. I don't know which league is PSL.
Rutherford PSL. Yeah, man.
PSL of Pakistan?
Yeah,
Pakistan.
Rutherford?
Yeah, he's playing down there, man.
No. I know Bangladesh Premier League them there.
No, man, a PSL, man.
Okay.
Yeah, my don't know too, man.
PSL, bro, till I shut up a battle at number 2 and number 3. I want to see the man.
The last time I saw Hitmaya, he was in the hospital. I don't know what happened to him, but if that's the case, then that's
all right.
So Miguel is saying my top 6 Gil Hines, Lara, Shanda Pass, All right, we know the producer bring up the comment before, but yeah, like somebody say history class. So yeah, Michelle is asking if Hitmaya can pass fitness. No, he cannot. He continues to not put in the work and he continues to fail.
But yeah, the good thing for West Indies though, Demo. There'll be no Ravi Ashwin nor Jadeja. Yeah, so I was going to get to that, but before though, with Roach, like everybody good with Roach coming in, no Cottrell, but we'll go back for Roach. No.
Why is Roach in the team? What did he do to deserve it?
So the selectors are saying, obviously, you know who come as a selector and stuff. So Abishan come in and he gives us wicket at the top. That's what they're saying. He's
since when?
Yeah, man. So they brought in Roach to give us that, oomph at the top. And boy, it all look rough. Like if Roach is supposed to be your wicket taker, him and Holder go bowl, like bring up back the team level. And him and Holder go get the new ball, no so. Roach, Shepherd, Smith. Like yeah, it's probably going to be Roach and Holder. Oh, Alzari is there. So
yeah.
So maybe it's Alzari. So
No, bro,
yeah.
I'm sorry, not getting that new ball. It's going to be a
Yeah, hardly get the new ball.
Well, we will see what. But so from the side given here, so West Indies point of view, like you see them have a chance of beating India, and like Levan mentioned, he just mentioned no Ashwin. Bumrah is also out because I was doing some stuff on India as well. So there's no Ashwin, no Bumrah. For the T20 games, there's no Jadeja, no Pandey as well. But we'll get to that right after this. So you think we have a chance in the ODI series? We're gonna go predictions right now. With that team, conditions in India, bear in mind there's the IPL coming up. People will be playing for their contracts. Bearing in mind we're on the high of beating England just now. And we're going around Levan. What are your predictions for the series? A 3-match series into ODI. With that team, what do you think?
General Star.
Starts on Sunday, by the way.
I have one prediction.
Mm-hmm.
Odi Smith is going to be a standout. He's going to get an IPL contract. In terms of predicting this series, bro, this is a scratched team, bro. I honestly don't see much wicket taker in this team. I would love to see Akil Hussain along with Gudakesh Moti, but not to be.
Yeah, but Fabian Allen in the team.
No, man, I want to see Gudakesh, man. That man can spin the ball. I want to see him on India cricket pitches.
All right.
But, boy, I don't expect anything. If West Indies win a one match, I'll be good. But otherwise, I'll see a clean sweep.
What? Clean sweep to India?
Yep.
So 3-0 India for Levan. Stephen.
Going to lose the series 2-1.
2-1.
I just don't think we have enough. And as much as those are the big names that are out, you have youngsters like Thakur coming in. You have Thakur and other one, man. Natarajan. I'm not sure if he's in the squad, but those guys are fantastic death bowlers as well.
They have the spinner they to come in. Forget
Chahal.
I can't
not but not Chahal, man. Him turn it 2 ways.
Kuldeep
Yadav, yes.
Oh my God.
So you know what problem.
Well, guess what? They also have Ravi in the team as well, Ravi Bishnoi, and he has been performing well.
Exactly.
Yeah. So with that, we're gonna lose 2-1, and Rohit Sharma is going to make 120 in one of those games. Mark my words. He's gonna make a century.
Listen, a big one. Everybody is complaining in India about Kohli's lack of centuries, and may I tell you this: last time I checked, 5 of Kohli's last 8 centuries, 5 of them against the West Indies. So just look.
He loves West Indies. Rohit love West Indies, man.
Just look for Virat to find some century form against us. So Levan say clean sweep. Steven say 2-1 in there. Devin, help us out here. Help us out for the West Indies.
All right, man. I go with the clean sweep by India.
Wow. Clean sweep.
I check India. The first game I go play, I think of the one girl here, Hamabada.
Yeah.
Ahmedabad or something like that.
All three games.
Yeah. The average first in score at those venues, them say like a 289. So, like, irrespective of India not having the best, whatever, and in the last 5 games, I think they're 1-4 in the last 5 games. The West Indies 2-3 in the last 5, right? But I don't see we have that batting there to go and give it that 283. I think India gonna just like make some big scores, and we're gonna struggle to get near it. That's how I see it.
So you say 3-0 as well.
3-0 for India. 3-0. We have a better chance in the T20.
Bring up Michelle comment from the producer. My only hope for the ODIs is that so that's what Michelle is saying.
I agree.
Is that we compete. Miguel is saying 3-0 to India. Michelle, I don't see West Indies winning any. Chris is saying 2-1 West Indies. Look at that. There we go. No, man, we don't want nobody else. Away in 3-0 India. We don't want nobody else. Put up by Chris Lynch thing and make that stay up on the screen. 2-1 West Indies. That's also my prediction. Rally, Captain Pollard. Everybody wants an IPL contract. They will demolish this India team and look for a lot of them to get signed up in the IPL right after that as well. All right, bring up the T20 squad as the last thing for the show, guys. Thank you guys for staying with us so long. I think this is one of our longest shows, cricket talk. So we have 3 T20 series against these guys as well. Miguel say Chris either on drugs or him need to be on drugs. Listen, you have to represent. All right, so here's the T20 squad, guys. Like, them money are crazy. Anyway, so Pollard, Puran, Fabian, Allen, Darren Bravo. Ruston Chase makes this team. He doesn't make the ODI team though. Even though he was doing well, he does well in India bowling, and I think he hasn't batted well for a long time, but obviously he's been over there. Sheldon Cottrell is also in the T20 side. For some reason, can't make the ODI team. Here's Dominic Drakes, Jason Holder, Shea Hope, Akil Hussein is in both teams. Brandon King, Ravman Powell for smashing 100. He doesn't get a call to the ODI team. He's here though for the T20 team. Romaria Shepherd, Odin Smith, Kyle Mears, who should also be in the ODI team, but he's only in the T20 team. And Hayden Walsh Jr. is also here. So my standouts, obviously, Chase, and that's a big issue. Like that, and are they going to use Kyle Mears to open in this as well after his great work in the England series just now? And yeah, that's just my only thing. Who is going to open for us? Is it Hope and King, or is it they're gonna play Myers? So guys, what you have to say now, Devin, about the T20 squad? It wasn't released when we were on stream because of the whole mix-up and stuff, but it came out now, and that's what the team looks like.
Yeah, that's the same thing we were saying. I don't know why Chase is in the squad. I can't see why Chase is in the squad. Like the other people who are calling for, like I would just say, like, you not agree with Bravo being in there, but we have to let him stay because the other people would want they're not fit or they're injured because my can't stay fit, and then with Evan Lewis at the top, I don't know if somebody else could have batted lower down in the order. Shy Hope is there still?
Yes, man.
Oh my goodness. All right, so that's just it. I don't know who else is better there in the Caribbean too, that who could have put aside the injuries. Who do you carry? That's another
yeah.
So definitely not Chase.
So here's my thing, and I I always defend Bravo. He has the white ball contract, and he might have some runs on the belt for Sri Lanka and blah blah blah. But honestly, I think Darren Bravo is just there holding the space till Hetmeyer come back. That's just my thing. Once Hetmeyer comes back, if he ever can pass a fitness test, I don't think Bravo will be making the team. That's just my thing. Levon, we have to say about the T20 squad.
All right, so this T20 team, Demo, all we need to do is just put this team over into the ODS series and just add Brooks and Alzar Joseph. I remove Chase and Dominic Drakes from it, and this would have been the team for the ODIs.
Wait, bash Drake, so idea hype up Drake's the other day, but I understand.
No, man. Is that a case of beat? No? Listen, bro. I said for the ODI team. I'm not talking about for T20, man. I'm saying just remove those two, and this would have been the perfect ODI team.
Okay.
But in terms of the T20 team now, bro, I can't see why Rastan Chase keeps on making the team. Rastan Chase need to go sit down. This is not regional cricket. You fooled us. You sold us a dream, and you thought that we're going to continuously buy into it. No, bro, that's not how it works. So, Rastan Chase, leave the T20 team alone. And again, space holder, Darren Bravo, boy, we can run along. But other than that, I'm all right with the team.
All right, Stephen.
I'm constantly now being convinced that Aiden Walsh Jr. carries good water, probably holds the bottle well, and he's there to come on when some of the stars get tired. I don't know why they keep bringing him. He's not an alternative. If Fabian or Akil get injured, every time him get the ball, I hold my head. I said, Jesus, have mercy.
Just the other way, he didn't want to bowl us the victory against Australia. Oh, no, do the people him so?
Yeah, but it's been almost a year since then, and he's been horrible. That's why him can't make the 11, sir. Every time get a chance, him trouble. So I think Moti should have made this team. As I said, I don't know why Rustan Chase is there. We already have Fabian and Akil. So, yeah, I don't know why. And Bravo, as I say, is holding the space for Rutherford. or Hetmeyer, whichever one of them can pass the fitness test first. So hopefully we can give a good showing of ourselves.
All right. So in that case, we're gonna stick with you. Prediction: the 3-match T20 series where you have the score.
You know, with the energy from England, I think we're going to beat India 2-1.
2-1 to West Indies in the T.
Yeah.
All right,
with IPL coming up, extra motivation as well.
All right, David, we'll come to you.
Yeah, like I said, they'll be more competitive in the shorter version. So I'm going for the upset. 2-1. West Indies upset.
Wow, 2-1 West Indies. Levon, to close us off, clean sweep.
Float in the same boat. West Indies to win the T20 series by 2-1.
All right.
Contracts on the line, bro.
Oh, IPL contracts on the line. All right, guys, you heard it here first. The panel told you guys they are not going to win in the ODI series, but they'll bounce back and they'll beat India in the T20 series, 3-game series, and look for it to kick off on Sunday, guys. You have some cricket for watch, and always have a rally, because never forget that you can't keep the good man down, and he's still our captain, still the man to lead us into India. Obviously, respect him. Sharma versus Pollard in Mumbai, it go already. All right, so I'm gonna go a minute each just to close us off. Thanks again for joining me, and it's longer than usual, but thanks for joining me. Thanks to everybody in the comments who kept it ticking over. Michelle is saying 2-1 India. No faith in our team as usual. Miguel 2-1 India. Ah boy, no faith as well. But yeah, Levon, just give me a minute and tell us what you have to say.
All right, big up Miguel. No, so Miguel is normally a football man, and to say a football man stay right for the entire the show, big up yourself, bro. And EPL Sunday, brother. EPL is next week, man. But my minute as per usual, guys, continue viewing the content, liking the thing, man. Subscribe, share, and do all of the good work, man. Continue supporting us at Sports Frenzy, and big up to Demo and the Cricket Podcast. I need Demo to get some of those international stars and the panel now, so put in the work.
We get them as guests, but not on the panel.
No, man, get some of them as guests, man.
Yeah, man, don't worry, it's loading. Stephen.
Just hope that the West Indies can give us some good cricket in the ODI format. I'm looking out for Shea Hope. Hopefully he can make a century or so. The last time he was in India, he had the commentators, even the Indians drooling over him. Kohli say, "We're from Headingley, look up to Hope as a batsman." I know that's big commendations from probably the greatest batsman ever to have played the game. So, and I'm looking for Akil Hussain in the T20 format. Hopefully he can, cause some problems. And just briefly, for the football, I think as much as the World Cup campaign is a disappointing one, I see a youngster that I like. 2 youngsters, Javane Brown and Richard King. They're thinking the football and playing it at a much better rate than some of the professionals that were in the team. And I think that we need to work with them going forward, and we don't chop and change, or else we're going to end up in the same cycle again.
That's fair. King was very impressive. Devin, see how that is. Take a minute.
Come here. Demo.
Yeah.
I'm a close out in an unconventional way, and you're gonna love this close out.
Yeah, well, I want a year made it for do you want, boss.
Yeah. My son, you and him have the biggest basketball. Who's your favorite basketball player?
Romaria.
Oh snap!
Why?
Yo, high five.
Dunks, 3-pointers, 2-pointers.
High five.
Yeah,
Tell him to high five.
Yo, man, the biggest Jamaran fan, man. You think Jamaran fan? Yeah.
Yo, your son smart, man. I mean, he had a rough night last night.
Nobody else but Jamaran for the TV.
He had a rough night last night, but they got the W, so All right, so guys, thank you so much for joining us on Sports Frenzy tonight. Big up all of the panelists. Big up Devin children over there in the background. Continue to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you when again, Levon?
Tomorrow.
Oh, we'll see you guys tomorrow when you look to talk up some stuff. Yeah, all right. Big up for yourself. Peace out. Can't keep a good man down, Sizzler say. Pollard say. Look at more.
All right, Trini.